All right, here's another one of these distinctives that we call vineyard distinctives. But this one, naturally supernatural. You've heard it. Gary Best, great book that he wrote from us, one of our friends from Canada. But can I just give you a real easy way to say this? Just act normal. Really, just act normal. Just be who you are as a human being. When you walk in a grocery store and you see somebody and you start talking with them, you realize they're sick. You don't then have to go into your act as a great televangelist, take your handkerchief out, wipe your forehead, and then change your voice to pray for the sick person. You might, when we say naturally supernatural, what we mean is just in the natural way that we are in our humanity, we carry on in the works of God. We pray for the sick. We pray for the demonized. We're kind to the poor. We don't have to do it with a different voice. If your voice has to change to do the stuff of the kingdom, something's missing. If you have to have a mask, if you have to put on a certain persona, that doesn't fit the vineyard in any way. So I like it that one of our distinctives is come as you are, not come as you are. I like it that one of the distinctives of the vineyard is naturally supernatural. Be who you are, where you are. When you see the Lord moving, jump in, but jump in a natural way. Let me tell a story of a guy that I was just with. He got out of his car and he noticed he was at a commissary, a place where the military people could buy groceries. He got out of the car. There was a lady that was getting out of her car. She had a air cast on her leg, so obviously she had an accident. Something had happened. And he had a nudge from the Lord to go pray for her. But he didn't do it. He was a little afraid. So once they got in the store, he's going, I'm just going to do it. He walked up to her and just simply said, I noticed that you've got a leg injury, and I'm wondering if you would mind if I prayed for you. He's in the grocery store, and he just simply said it. She goes, well, no, that would be very kind of you. So he says, okay, and he bends over. He's going to lean down to actually, put his hand on the caster and pray. She thought he was going to pray at some other time. And lo and behold, he said, after he prayed, he said, where's the pain between 1 and 10? She goes, oh, about a 7. And he goes, can I pray again? And now she's really and he just prays for her again. Where is it now? Like I said, at 3, prays for her again. And she this is amazing. Ends up taking the cast off, ends up coming to this guy's church the following week, I think, to share this story of what just happened. So this is my question. Was he on grocery store healing ministry? Or was he at the grocery store to buy food, and there was a lady who needed prayer, and he just responded in a natural way? Wherever we are, in whatever situations, it's the kingdom. The kingdom's around. You never know when the kingdom's going to break in, so go for it. But you don't have to act a certain way. So I like it that we've used this term, and it does distinguish us from a lot of groups that have other methodologies in how they minister. We want to do this thing, and we want to do it naturally, supernatural. Yeah, that's why we call it a vineyard distinctive.